Howdy, everybody. I'm Kelto.
I'm Dakota Jesse.
I'm just Nurse.
Guys, we're back here with Mingo Central Live. We're set for this second half of action, and we got a good one up on Minor Mountain tonight, Dakota. It's a cook in the pot. We got 29-15. Mingo Central Miners on top, and we got the third quarter and the fourth quarter still yet to come, and it's a good one, Dakota.
Yeah, it's definitely been a very fun one to announce. It's been great to be here and witness this game. The Indians giving the Miners a really good game tonight, Kyle, and like we were talking, the Miners have had a lot of penalty trouble.
Oh, yeah, a little bit too much, Dakota. 12 penalties, 125 yards. Just sit there and think about that for a minute. That's the whole length of a field plus 25 more. So, guys, that's going to be a key point in this game tonight, as we saw all first quarter, guys, and second quarter as well. It's been daggone flag palooza out there on the field, Dakota.
Yeah, you have to imagine that the coaches are getting onto the players now, telling them they have to stop getting all of these flags. It's killing them.
And I quote, head coach Joey Fields said in the locker room, if you guys get one more penalty, whoever gets it is out of the game. So let's put it that way, to say the least. He is not happy about all these flags being thrown on the Miners here tonight.
Yeah, and you definitely can't be happy when you have 12 penalties for 125 yards. There's no way to be happy
that's
with
the truth. That's just uncalled for right there, guys. So penalties has been the big key factor for his Miner team all season long so far. Of course, it's still early on in the season. However, though, you got to wonder, how long is this going to progress on into the year? These flags after flags after flags, week in, week out, Dakota.
Yeah, the Miners are really going to have to get their penalty trouble under control. They're going to have to learn what is acceptable and what's not acceptable, what's allowed and what's not allowed, and they're going to have to adjust their game, because right now they've not adjusted since the first game, and they're still getting penalty after penalty.
To say the least, guys, it's just been so many daggone flag after flags after flags, guys. We got a minute 28 left now until the kickoff of your second half, and it's going to be a good one, guys. 29-15, of course, is your score, as we mentioned earlier, and it's been one heck of a ball game so far, and it's going to continue to be one, guys. These penalties, it's going to be interesting to see how they play a part. Also, the arm of number 2, Hackney, coming out leading the realm for the Indians tonight, guys. He's been here, there, and everywhere, you can tell. He's having great drives, some drives, and other drives are just a dud. So you never know really what to expect when he steps onto that field, Dakota.
Yeah, it's definitely been a fun game to be watching. The Indians giving the Miners a really good game, scoring on them quite a bit here. They've scored twice in the first half. That's not something that we're used to seeing against the Miners here, and I guess that's something that the Indians, they've done successfully, is they've been able to drive the ball.
Oh, yeah, of course. And another thing the Indians done really successfully has been to force the turnovers on those Mingo Central Miners, guys. We've saw muff punts by, of course, Drew Hatfield on that opening punt return. We have saw a fumble, Dawson Eli. We've just saw a little bit of everything, so you really don't know what to expect with this game. It's been here, there, and everywhere, of course. We talked about the arm of Hackney, possibly not being consistent, but however, though, this game as a whole has lacked consistency, to say the least.
Yeah, both teams have been lacking in the consistency part. Miners with the penalties and not being able to hold on to the ball, and then the Indians with their passing game kind of falling apart, but now they're starting to find it a little bit. As you see, your Mingo Central Miners kicking team coming out, getting ready to start off the second half. Number 54, Seth Goad, coming out, getting ready to boot the ball down the field to the Indians to start it all off, Kyle.
Okay, guys, and we're set for this second half of action. Of course, as Dakota mentioned earlier, we got Seth Goad, and we're ready to rock and roll it and twinkle toes it for the second half of action. The kick is away, and it is going to be recovered at the 15. He's to the 20, to the 25, 30. Got a hold to the 35. And he's still rock and rolling down to the 40-yard line. That's where we're going to see Hackney bring out the troops and start this drive, Dakota.
Yeah, that was a great return there by number 5, I believe you said. And he did a really good job of bobbing and weaving through the Miners kicking team there. But now we're going to see the Miners defense come out and try to stop the Indian offense here. So far, they've been pretty successful at that, but you can't really rely on that because both teams have, like we've said, been lacking consistency.
Of course, guys. As usual for this Indian team, we're going to see shotgun. 2 backs in the backfield, and it's going to be a handoff, and he's going to try to make something happen to the 45, and he's going to be brought down about the 47-yard line. Number 10 on the carry. That's Epincino. Guys, I'm sorry about that pronunciation. I know I'm a little bit redneck. Okay, guys,
Just a
it's going to be
bit.
second down. 2 left to go for the Indians, and we'll see what they got up their sleeve here on this play call. Okay, guys, you're going to see 2 back set yet again in the shotgun formation. Bunch of receivers to the top of your screen, single at the bottom, and we're going to see what they can get going. Epancino in motion, and it's going to be him in the flat, and he's going to move the chains for an Indian first down.
Yeah, it was a good set there for the Indians, coming out of the second half on fire and managing to pick up the first down. Now it's up to them to keep it going if they want to keep getting back into the game against the Miners.
Oh, yeah, to say the least. Guys, it's been here, there, and everywhere this game has. There really hasn't been no true consistency whatsoever, and now we're set to see Hackney back out. See what he's got up his sleeve for this one. Epancino in motion yet again, and the snap is away. And there is going to be a flag, and it's going to be false start on the offense. 5-yard penalty, and we're going to replay first down from about the 46-yard line.
Yeah, that's going to make it a little bit harder for the Indians now. Still going to be first down, so they still have a lot of opportunities to get the first down that they need. But that's going to give the defense there a little bit of morale, a little courage boost coming into this set.
First down, 15 for the Indians. Epancino in motion, and he's going to throw it, and it's going to be complete. That's number 15, I do believe, on the catch. That's going to be Pinkerton, and that's going to be really close to those chains. It's going to be second down and about 2 now.
Yeah, that was a good job by the Indians offense there on managing to get those gains of yards.
Oh, yeah. On the 40-yard line now. They need to the 41 at least. So we'll see what they got on this second down and short. See if they can convert here. And he's going to roll out, looking to make something happen. This Hackney. And he's going to move the chains for the Indians and then some out to the 35-yard line.
It was a really good run by him there, managing to get the There was a fumble on the play, and it looks like it might have been recovered by the Miners.
That's going to be a fumble on the play by Hackney, and that's going to be recovered. Mingo Central Miner football with 9:55 left in the third quarter, Dakota.
I had no clue that had even happened until I saw Miner players running out, showing that they had the ball, and then I heard over the PA system that there was a fumble. So it's a good job there by the defense on managing to knock the ball loose, as you're going to have Jeremy Dillon and Eli in the backfield shotgun formation awaiting the snap. He's in motion. He's going to toss it off to number 10, I think, Josh Reed, and he's going to get about 5 yards. There is a flag on the play, though.
Of course. Yet another one, and that's going to be 13 on the Miners.
It is against the Miners. Definitely the refs are not letting anything get by tonight. They're not letting anything slide at all.
Oh, no, they're definitely being picky, to say the least. Okay, guys, that's going to bring us now to 13 penalties for 130 yards total on the Mingo Central Miners. That's a key stat, to say the least. 9:47 left in the third quarter, and we're set to see what Jeremy Dillon's got up his sleeve here, Dakota.
Yeah, they're back in shotgun formation, looking at the sideline, trying to get something going as the coaches are giving the play call here. He's awaiting the snap. Got double receivers on both sides. Ball is snapped. He almost lost control of it there. He's going to manage to break loose of a tackle, but he's still not going to gain any yards on that run.
Actually going to lose one, it appears. It's going to bring up 2nd and 16 now for the Mingo Central Miners. High snap, but Jeremy Dillon just reached out there and palmed the ball with one hand. What a play.
Yeah, not gaining any yards is a better alternative than losing yards.
Oh, yeah, and possibly losing the football if he wasn't to recover that.
You're going to have Dillon back in shotgun formation along with Dawson Eli. 9 minutes, 24 seconds left in the third quarter. Miners up 29-15. Going to have trips receivers to the top of your screen as they're lining up, awaiting the snap, trying to get something going here. Jeremy Dillon drops back to pass, passes it off, and he's going to catch it. He's going to be going with it all the way. That is number 10, Josh Reed, who's got a touchdown for the Mingo Central Miners.
What a play. Josh Reed, we mentioned him earlier on a couple passes, has not played football for this Mingo Central program all 3 years, but now in his senior year, he comes out and he's producing at that starting wide receiver spot, finding the end zone for 6, Dakota.
Yeah, he's definitely proving to be a valuable player for the Miners offense right now. taking the ball the entire length of the field almost, getting all the way down and scoring, getting 6 points for the Miners, as now the Mingo Central Miners are waiting, trying to convert for a 2-point conversion here, looking to the sideline, looking for a play. Going to be back in shotgun formation, you can safely say. Jamie Dillon back there with Dawson Eli awaiting the snap. Ball is snapped. Quarterback keeper, and he's going to push. It's close. It's extremely close.
And we'll wait to see what the call is.
It looked like it was
It's short.
no good. Barely missed the 2-point conversion there.
Just by the hair of his chimney chin there, Dakota. Barely missing it. Jeremy Dillon trying to push the pile forward as much as possible. However, just falling inches short. 9:01 left in the third quarter. Your Mingo Central Miners are up now 20 points. 35-15 is your score up on Miner Mountain, and it's been a great ball game.
It's definitely been an impressive ball game to be watching. The Indians coming out, giving the Miners a good game. This second half, this will be, by the end of this third quarter, I believe that we will be able to see definitely 100% who will win. Whoever is leading at the end of the third will more than likely be the winner of the game. Right now, it is leaning in Central's favor, like you said, a 20-point lead.
However, though, you still don't know, though, because of course you still got 12 minutes after this nine expires, and who knows if the Indians can make a big run here, drive down the field, and get a touchdown or two. It's a completely different ballgame.
Yeah, we've saw it many times. Anything is possible in a game. You never really know until the final whistle blows who is the victor. But you're going to have number 54 for the Miners leading the kickoff team, getting ready to boot the ball down the field right over 9 minutes. And he's going, and he boots it down the field.
Nice kick, recovered to the 20. He's out to the 25, 30. He's got a block, and he's going to be met right at about the 30, and he's getting popped by number 28, Dawson Eli, in on the tackle.
I don't think the chain crew hardly had to move at all for that play, Kyle.
Oh, no, it's perfect. 8 minutes, 54 seconds left now as the Indians. And, of course, junior quarterback Will Hackney set to take over. Guys, this has been one heck of a ball game. Of course, the penalty count on the Miners is up to 13 for 130. So, who knows how high that's going to get later on as this game progresses.
Yeah, hopefully they can put a cap on the penalties as soon as they can and just stop getting so many penalties.
And Hackney's going to roll out. He's looking for a man. He can't find anybody, but he's going to force it into a tight window on the out route to number 15, Pinkerton, and he's going to be really close to those sticks, guys. It's going to be second down now. Wait, no, they're actually going to call it incomplete. Pinkerton was out of bounds on the play when he made the catch, so that's going to be incompletion yet again for Hackney, and we'll see what he's got on second down and 10 now. Hackney snaps away. It's going to be a handoff, and he's going to look to make something happen to the 35, 40. He moves the chains, and he's out to the 45 as he's brought down around the 46-yard line or 47. Yeah, Great play there by number 10, Epicino.
Yeah, that was an impressive run by Epicino there, managing to get the ball down the field, getting the first down, and then some, quite a bit, and really putting some pressure on the Miners' defense on having to stop them now or they're going to be scoring this drive.
8:38 left, and it's going to be another handoff. That's the number 6, and we got linebackers screaming off that edge. However, that was number 53, Barker. He missed, but number 8, Trey Lester, as well as number 55, Chase Warden coming in there on the tackle on number 6, Dalton Jones on the carry.
Yeah, speaking of that defense needing to stop them, they tackled them for a loss of about 3 yards there, so it was impressive by the defense on stopping them there.
Yeah, to say the least. Getting linebackers coming through there, shooting those gaps here, there, and everywhere, and they're just swarming that ball, Dakota. We got second down and about 13 for the Indians. We'll see what they got coming out now. And the snap is away, and it's going to be another handoff to Jones. He's going to try to find a gap. However, Chase Warden, as well as a slew of Mingo Central Miners, and there is a fumble on the play. Mingo Central Miners football. Chase Warden, Zach Curry getting in there forcing the fumble, as well as recovering the fumble. 7:48 left as the Miners retain possession, guys.
Yeah, it has to be destroyed. The Sissonville morale there. All of their momentum is gone, whatever they had, because both times they've touched the ball so far in the second half, they have lost the ball because of a fumble. Great job by the Mingo Central Miners. Jeremy Dillon back in shotgun formation along with Dawson Alai. You're going to have trips receivers to the top of your screen, it looks like, as they are waiting for the call. Again, this Miners defense has a fast-paced offense, but it takes a while to get the calls in line. Ball is snapped. It's going to go off to Alai, who's going to pick up about 4 yards, it looks like.
Oh, yeah, they're going for the knees now, the Indians. We're seeing a lot more tackles below the belt now, guys, so it's going to be interesting to see if possibly, hopefully not, but possibly an injury. Because, you're seeing them. They're starting to get a little bit aggravated. You can tell just by their body language out there, and they're starting to hit around the knee area.
Ball is snapped. Dillon drops back to pass. He's throwing it deep to Josh Reed. He catches it, but will it be called complete?
That is a wonderful catch.
Josh,
on the sideline. Josh Reed.
He is hurt, though. He is down. Don't know if it's I think it's a cramp, judging by how they're moving his leg there. Kyle, I think you jinxed us just a little bit.
Josh Reed down on the play. Hopefully he's okay, guys, on the sideline there. Coming down with the ball.
Looks like it's probably just a cramp, judging by how they're trying to work on his leg.
Yeah,
there.
That's what it is. It appears to be a cramp on the sideline.
That happens a lot with the Miners offense, probably because of how fast-paced they are and how rushed they are. But you're going to have Jeremy Dillon, shotgun formation, waiting for the snap. Number 32 in motion. He tosses it off to number 32, Tyrell Hollis. He's a freshman this year, and he's going to be slung around, and he's going to go back quite a ways back, but that will get him back to the line of scrimmage, thankfully.
I'm surprised there wasn't a flag on that one, considering how many we saw tonight. Possibly like a face mask or something, the way they was pulling. However, no face mask, no penalty call on that one. Going to be 2nd down and 10 now for the Mingo Central Miners on the 20-yard line. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, Hollis is a freshman, and you can see there the defense was just throwing him around, took him back about 10 yards. But you're going to have Dillon back in shotgun formation, awaiting the snap again. He's going to get it. Hand it off to Alai, who's broken some. He's going. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. He went out of bounds. Extremely touchdown. Everyone holding their breath there, waiting to see what the call was. It's very close.
What a play, what a play, what a play. Dawson Eli finding that end zone again for his 3rd rushing on the night, as well as 1 receiving. He's got 4 total touchdowns for this Mingo Central Miner football team, Dakota.
He's a very vital player for the Mingo Central offense, doing an extremely well job of getting in the end zone that time. Such a good job that nobody really knew if he was in or out. Everyone kind of holding their breath there for a few seconds.
Okay, guys. Going to see a 2-point conversion more than likely on this one yet again. Joey Fields showing no remorse for the Indians. So we'll see what the play call is here, being up 41-15 with 6:56 left in this 3rd quarter of action, Dakota.
Yeah. You got Alai in motion. Ball is snapped. Dillon keeps it, and he somehow gets away from that. But he's not going to get the 2-point conversion. Almost got hit way back there. Somehow he managed to get away from the first man.
We got 6:56 left. The 2-point conversion is no good. However, Jeremy Dillon, yet again, trying to make something out of nothing. However, that time, it wasn't able to happen. So we got 41-15 is still your score in the 3rd quarter. And this Mingo Central Miner football team is adding that scoreboard now in this 3rd quarter of action, outscoring the Indians 12-0. And we're starting to see more of a turn in this ball game, Dakota, for the Mingo Central Miners.
Yeah, you can see head coach Fields there on the sideline, trying to pump the Miners up, running across, giving people high fives and everything, letting them know that they're doing a good job there. Definitely been a fun game to watch. I can't wait to see how the rest of this game goes, because right now, like 41-15, that's a pretty crushing lead by the Miners.
Oh, yeah. Okay, guys. What a game we've had today. And this has been a really, really good one and a really, really fun one to call, Dakota. And we're set to see Seth Gold out there. They're definitely getting their his work in here tonight with that leg because, I mean, Seth Gold, he's been out there kicking the ball. He's kicked probably every bit of 7 times.
Yeah, he's definitely done a good job of making sure that leg stayed in good shape, and he's definitely been booting the ball down the field almost every single time. But he's going to be waiting, getting ready to boot it down the field again. He's going, and he kicks it, boots it down the field. Uh-oh! Go!
The kick was muffed. However, he got on it and tried to make something happen. He picked up about 2 or 3 yards on the play, and he was brought down by number 3 for the Mingo Central Miners, guys.
Yeah, he was lucky to have regained control of that ball. Almost lost it to the Mingo Central Miners. And number 3 is Dalen Goad for the Miners.
Yeah, guys, coming in there on the special teams tackle, definitely doing a really good job getting up the field and being able to make that tackle off the muffed kick. Okay, guys, and we're set to see the Indians start this drive off. 29-yard line, same starting spot as the last drive.
Flag on the play. Surprise. It's official timeout.
Taken by the Indians. Okay, guys, 6:51 left, and this has been one heck of a ball game, guys. We saw Sissonville keeping this ball game close at halftime up until through that first half. They was really showing signs that this is going to be a ball game. However, Joey Fields has went in that locker room and lit a fire under the Mingo Central Miners, and they have came out firing on all cylinders this third quarter of action, Dakota.
Yeah, both of these teams have come out of the locker room a different team this second half, and you can already see it. The Miners doing a really good job at keeping the ball in their hands this time, and now Sissonville kind of taking their place. They fumbled twice already in the third quarter.
Yeah, one by Hackney, and then another one by number 6, Dalton Jones. So it's going to be interesting to see how those turnovers play a part in this second half. Hackney passes away, and it's dropped by number 5. Put it right on the money that time, however, is dropped. Mason Miller in there on the attempted catch.
It could have been intercepted there by Miners. There were enough people there. Someone could have latched onto it, but I don't think anybody really saw that the ball had bounced out.
Oh, no, me either. I think everybody was expecting that one was a catch. Okay, guys. Second down. 10 now for the Indians yet again. Of course, a key player to watch for in these big situations is Hunter Thomas, the tight end. And Hackney's going to roll out, and he's going to attempt to hit Epicino. However, the pass was a little bit high, so it's going to remain third down and 10 now in the third quarter of action.
Yeah, it's like that consistency that we've been talking about with Hackney all night long. He's really just a roller coaster. Sometimes he does good, and sometimes he's just thrown to a different person.
Yeah, so, we talked about it in the pregame, and it really turned out to be right. The consistency was going to be key, and that's definitely proven its point here in this, throughout the whole game, to be honest. Okay, guys, third down 10. Let's see if they can find something in that playbook that's going to work. Going to be a handoff right up the... Oh, no, it's a play action. I'm sorry. Sack. Trey Lester, he wasn't getting fooled by that play action like Kyle Toller was. Getting in there on the sack. What a play. Trey Lester has got through that defensive line more than a few times tonight.
Yeah, that was definitely a good job by Trey Lester getting back and sacking the quarterback. A huge loss of yards there. That's about 4th and 20 on the dot, actually. You're going to have Dawson Eli in the back ready to receive this punt.
6 minutes left. Dawson Eli, it's going to take a bounce, and it's going to be on about the 26-yard line is where the play is going to be called dead.
Going to be a flag on the field, and that will be on the Miners, more than likely. That's going to be on number 36, it looks like. Number 36 is Josh Kinder. Yeah, that's definitely going to be on the Miners, more than likely. We've been wrong a couple times this game already, Kyle.
Yeah, we'll wait to see what the call is exactly.
5:50 left in the third quarter. Your Mingo Central Miners are up a long way, 41-15. As that flag is still out on the field, no one has. They've still not given a call.
Boys? Guys, this has been a big stoppage of play. We're still waiting.
One of the refs is talking to number 50.
Dalton Fields.
Looks like.
I'm really not sure what's going on right now.
I don't know that the flag's still out on the field. The refs are talking to some people.
It's on the Indians, but the penalty is declined. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Mingo Central Miners. Can't blame them for not accepting the penalty there, because if they did, then they'd have to just redo the punt all over again. So they're just going to accept the field position and just get on with the ball game. 5 minutes, 50 seconds left. The ball is on about the 27-yard line, and we'll wait to see what Jeremy Dillon can do getting out and taking the first snap of this drive.
Yeah, Dillon back in shotgun formation, awaiting the snap along with Dawson Alai. Snap is off. He drops back to pass. It's going deep to Devin Turner. He catches it, and he's going to be gone for a Mingo Central touchdown.
Devin Turner finding the end zone for 6. What a play by Devin Turner, getting wide open. And, of course, Jeremy Dillon delivering that airmail right over top the safety, finding the end zone for 6.
Yeah, that was a great job by Jeremy Dillon getting that pass there. Way to get 6 points for the Miners there, as that leaves 5:39 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, and we'll wait to see the 2-point conversion now. 47-15 is your score. Okay,
Gonna have Dillon back shotgun formation. Hands it off to Alai, who runs it right in. The 2-point conversion is good.
Bingo! 2-point conversion's in there. Guys, it might not be basketball season, but anytime's good for a bingo, okay?
It's always bingo season.
Heck yeah, man. 5:39 left in this third quarter. And the Mingo Central Miners are coming out swinging left and right at this Sissonville Indian defense. And it's been really interesting to see how this game's been going here in the third quarter, Dakota.
Yeah, the first half, it was really closely contested. Both teams within a score of each other. Now the Mingo Central Miners pulling way ahead, 49-15. Central definitely taking a crushing lead here against the Indians.
Oh, yeah, that just shows you how big those turnovers was hurting us and setting us back in that first half of action, you know. We've eliminated the turnovers in the second half, and that's really been the key into moving this Miner football and being able to find the end zone.
Yeah, you're getting ready to see Seth Goad, number 54 for the Miners, leading the kickoff team out, getting ready to boot the ball down the field to the Indians. He's been out there quite a bit. I believe we've said his name a lot this stream. Like basically every few minutes, we're saying number 54, Seth Goad, set to kick the ball down the field.
The fall?
Yeah, it's getting late in the game, Kyle. I'm losing my English skills.
Y'all expect that by now, though. Seth Goad kick his way. He's recovered to the 20. He's out to the 25, trying to make something happen to the 30. And he's still trying to juke and jive inside that hole, but it's not happening. Brought down around the 33-yard line is where the Indians are set to start their drive.
Again, the chain crew does not have to move a lot. The ball is right there where they are.
Surprise. I bet they're happy about that.
Yeah, the Indians, they're really just trying to help the chain crew out a little bit here. But that was in all seriousness, that was a pretty decent return there, and a way for him to gain a couple yards there after he had contact.
Yeah, Miller is he's a really efficient kick returner.
Got number 11, Devin Turner, coming out onto the field for the Miners.
5:30 left. It's going to be a screen pass to the wide receiver to the 40, and he's going to make a man miss, and he's out. Move the chains for the Indians to the 45. Now it's the tight end, number 46, Hunter Thomas, on the reception and the carry for the first down.
Yeah, that was a very great run there by Thomas. Way to get a first down. This is what it takes for the Indians to try to get back into the game. It starts with first downs, and then they have to keep converting those first downs.
Oh, yeah, guys. And now we got shotgun formation yet again. And there's going to be a flag on the play. Got some more dirty laundry out there.
Probably going to be a false start against the Indians.
If I had to guess.
But the refs are having a little powwow of their own out there.
They're really enjoying it. At least they got really good communication skills.
Yeah.
We'll wait to see what the flag is. And it appears that it's going to be waved off. No flag on the play. See, they're just throwing them for recreation now. It's just...
just to see how far they can throw it this time.
Yeah. It's like that Travis Tritt song, except here's a quarter, here's a flag. Okay, guys,
Cool.
And that's going to be a pickup about 6. They're going to hit that little screen pass yet again. That was number 15 on the catch, Pinkerton. He's picking up about 6 on the play, going to bring up 2nd and about 4 for the Indians.
Yes, the Sissonville's doing a really good job right now of moving the ball down the field this drive. They've converted almost every time.
Okay, guys, got that pistol set out. Hackney, he's going to hit his flat, and he's going to get popped right around the sticks. And that was number 10, Epicino on the catch. He's going to be short after that hit. 3rd down, 1 to go for the Indians.
4:20 left in the 3rd quarter. Miners up 49-15 as the Indians come back out trying to get something going against the Miners.
Okay, guys, the snaps away. It's a screen pass yet again. You already know
Goal.
that. Man, oh man, what a hit.
Number 53.
Justin Barker in there on the big boy hit. Absolutely cleaning his clock on that screen pass. Justin Barker getting out there on that edge. First down and 10. Yet again. Oh, I'm a poet. It's going to be a handoff up the gut. That's number 13 on the carry. And he's just going to get stuffed after a pickup of about 2. That's number 13, who is not even on the roster. Shout out to Sissonville, whoever made these rosters, because they're a trick.
You sure it was 13 or was it 33, Kyle?
It's 13. No, that is a 3. Okay, that was 33. My bad, guys. I'm sorry, Sissonville. Whoever made your roster, you're all right, I reckon. That was Snyder in there on the carry.
Uh-oh.
And
Hackney been sacked.
Hackney just got sacked. 3:30 left, guys. What a play. That was Trey Lester again in there on the sack. Man, he's a speed rusher coming off that edge.
Yeah, he's done a really good job breaking through the offensive line this game and getting back and sacking or just tackling the run, always getting a tackle for a loss of yards.
We've been calling his name a lot in the backfield this game. He's really been good because Hackney, when he gets under pressure, he tries to roll out and hit that right side. However, Trey Lester's playing that right side, and he's a speed pass rusher, so he's able to get out there and get Hackney before he can get past that line. Hackney dropping back, trying to make something happen. He finds Epicino out to about the 38-yard line. What a play.
He got drilled by about 5 different people at one time.
Yeah, definitely a hit. And now that's going to bring up 4th down and about 6 or 7. A crucial 4th down here for the Indians, Dakota.
Yeah, Miners doing a really good job at stopping the Indians so far, but they're going to have to keep going. Justin Barker broke through. It's going to be an incomplete pass there. You know, the quarterback, he saw Big Bad Barker coming through the line there on him, Kyle, and he got a little intimidated.
Oh, yeah. Barker comes through that line barking at him, and he's definitely showing his strengths here today, coming through that line like I don't know what. And that's going to be first down for the Mingo Central Miners now as they get that ball back.
You're going to have Jeremy Dillon in the backfield along with Dawson, a line number 28, 2:16 left in the 3rd quarter. Miners up 49-15. Probably safe to say you're going to be in a shotgun formation with the Mingo Central Miners. Have been all game, have been all year, even last year.
That's true. I don't think we said anything else besides that for the Mingo Central Miners, besides on like a quarterback sneak or something of that nature.
Dillon.
2 minutes, 16 seconds left now in your third quarter. Jeremy Dillon going to try to make something happen.
Back in shotgun formation, awaiting the snap. Going to try to get something going against the Sissonville defense here. Dillon passes off to number 32, Tyrell Hollis. He's going to break that, but he's going to be taken down again by another person. There is dirty laundry on the field, Kyle.
Man, oh man.
Number 32, Tyrell Hollis for the Miners. Again, he's a freshman. His size is playing against him right now because he's just being thrown around by the Sissonville defense out there, and he's not really able to help it much.
He was a standout in middle school, coming from Mate 1. Really doing a really good job back in middle school. I remember calling that middle school championship game up here on Minor Mountain with all y'all, and he was really key in that game for the Mate 1 Tigers. However, falling short to the Gilbert Lions.
You're going to have the Miners lining back up, getting ready to start the next playoff. Going to be back in shotgun formation as they're looking to the sideline. Going to see what play they want to try to get off against the Indians this time. Going to be back in shotgun formation, double receivers on both sides of your screen. Passes off. He drops back to pass. Throws it to Josh Reed, and it's going to be incomplete. Hit by number 30 and number 33 on the Sissonville defense.
No fly zone there by Hug, Hart, and Snyder. I'm coming in there doing a great job in that secondary, making sure that nothing's getting by them there over the middle.
You're going to have 1:54 left in the third quarter. Miners up 49-15. Jeremy Dillon back in shotgun formation along with Dawson Alai. Double receivers on both sides. He's going to drop back to pass under a lot of pressure. He's going to run with it. And he's going to get the first down and then some. He's still going, trucking people.
Man,
Go.
Jeremy Dillon, what a play. That was a beautiful job by him.
Flag on the field, Kyle.
Flags everywhere.
There was probably a fight, I would guess. There was a big clump of people.
More than likely.
That was a very impressive run by Jeremy Dillon there. He got the ball way down the field.
Jeremy Dillon with some weird body language coming back up that's unlike him. So we'll see how that plays in. Not really sure what the flag is. However, I'm feeling like it's something against the Indians because, you get star quarterback rolling out. And, we was talking about teams going more and more after him week in and week out. The more he spreads that name around. So, possibly, unnecessary roughness or something of that nature.
There was a penalty against Sissonville and the Miners.
Okay, so that's just going to wave off and cancel. And that's just going to bring up a first down for the Mingo Central Miners.
Yeah, the refs were having a little powwow of their own over there on the Sissonville sideline.
Yeah, two unnecessary roughness calls, so they just canceled out, and it's pretty much irrelevant to this point. As Jeremy Dillon doing a great job. Original play call was a screen pass. However, they got the tailback Eli, so Jeremy Dillon made the most out of those blockers.
Deep pass to Matt Browning. Barely missed as Browning dove for it, trying to catch it.
Yeah, guys, just a little bit off there on that deep pass to sophomore Matt Browning. Junior Matt Browning coming out there and trying to catch him a deep ball.
Head coach Fields coming out onto the field a little bit, chewing the Miners out. Probably telling them that they have to get something going here. They're too close to quit. As the Miners are looking to the sideline, trying to get their call here. Going to be back in shotgun formation. Jeremy Dillon along with Dawson Alai. Double receivers on both sides of the screen. Ball is snapped. He's going to hand it off to Alai, who's trucking.
Horse collar.
There will be a flag. That's going to move them even further up the field, Kyle.
Yeah, costly penalty there for the Indians. I'm going to be interesting to see how that one fares for them.
We have the cavalry running behind us. The refs taking their sweet time here on moving the ball.
Okay, guys.
Gonna have the Miners lining back up, looking to the sideline, trying to get something going as they're moving the chains. 1:21 left in the third quarter. Miners up 49-15, looking to score here They're extremely close right now on the 15-yard line. Back in shotgun formation. Double receivers on both sides of your screen. Ball is snapped. He's dropping back to pass. It's caught by number 28.
No, that's number 10.
Number 10, Josh Reed.
Finding the end zone for 6 more. 55-15 is now your score on Minor Mountain, and things are starting to get a little out of hand, Dakota.
Yeah, Josh Reed proving a vital part of the Minor offense right now. Anytime he is open, Dylan manages to find him and pass it, and it's caught. And every time, it's usually for a pretty gain too.
Oh yeah. Okay, guys. And so we'll see the 2-point conversion, see what we can get going. Really ain't converted on that many here tonight, so we'll see if we can here.
You're going to have 32. Tyro Hollis in motion. It's going to be handed off to Eli, who's going to get in. 2-point conversion is good.
It's pretty simple whenever you got Dawson Eli in that backfield. When you're going for that 2-point conversion, just hand it off to him. He can pick up your 2 yards. What a play. Of course, Josh Reed found the end zone, then capped off with a pretty 2-point conversion there by Dawson Eli, putting the Mingo Central Miners up 57-15. 105 left in your third quarter of action as the Mingo Central Miners have came out of nowhere and jumped out on top, and it's been wild, guys.
Yeah, you know, there for a while, Kyle, it was an extremely close game. Sissonville only 1 score behind the Miners, but now they would have to really, really push it, and the Miners would have to really, really slack off for Sissonville to catch back up here.
Yeah, 105 left in your third quarter, and it has been a really, really good game. Okay, guys, as mentioned earlier in the stream, we would just like to remember, guys, Athletic Director Dr. Ted Kinder, having a little bit of an illness. We really hope he gets better. If he is watching, of course, Dr. Kinder's been key into getting this crew up and running over the past few years. He was really the mastermind behind it. So we really want to thank him for that. And if anybody prays, please keep him in your prayers, guys. We got 105 left. Mingo Central Miners up 57-15. It's been a ball game.
Seth Goad boots it down the field.
Okay, guys, and we got him set to kick up and return to the 30. He's brought down right around the 31. That was number 5 on the carry, Miller. We saw him all night long on these kick returns. He's been able to get out to about the 30-yard line, time in and time out for this Indian team, Dakota.
Yeah, that was an impressive stop there by the Central kicking team, managing to get down the field and catching him before he has a chance to return for much at all.
Yeah, he's getting the kick on about the 20, and by the time he's on the 30, he's getting met by Miners. Okay, guys, we're set to see Hackney come back out here in the shotgun. Got a running back change up. Got number 33 come back in the game. That's Snyder. So we'll see what he can do. Got trips wide receivers to the top of your screen. Trying to get him on the hard count, but that ain't working. It's going to be Snyder. He's out to about the 32, 33-yard line, and he's going to be brought down.
Looks like that's going to be number 76, Zach Yates, in on the tackle, along with a few other people.
Yeah, Zach Yates actually has 1 sack earlier on in the game as well. He's really been doing good coming in here and there in those situations. He's a situational type player at that nose tackle spot, and we saw him get in on some tackles and really do a really good job of getting in there. Okay, guys, we got Hackney again, taking the snap, play action, and it's going to be a screen that's dropped, and they're not going to call it forward. They're going to call it a forward pass, so that's just going to go on the ground, incompletion, and it's going to remain 3rd down and 7 now for the Indians. 32 seconds left.
Time slowly winding down in the third quarter. Kyle, 57-15. Indians trying to find something just to score, trying to improve their spot in the game. You got Hackney lining back up along with number 33. He's going to be waiting back in shotgun formation. Hackney gets the ball. He's going to be back to pass. He's going to throw it off to number 15, Pinkerton, and he's going to be stopped for a gain of about 1 to 2 yards.
That was number 22, Aaron Mahan, on the tackle, the cornerback, doing a good job there wrapping up Pinkerton before he can get out in the open field and make something crazy happen. And it's going to be 4th down and about 5 now for the Sissonville Indians. We'll see what they got up their sleeve, but they're probably just going to take it on into that 4th quarter and see what they can do there, Dakota.
Yeah, it's definitely been a fun game to watch, and there goes the time. That's the end of the third quarter as we're getting ready to start the final quarter of this game. The Central has a destroying lead on Sissonville, 57-15. This second half, we've had two completely different teams compared to the first half. It was a close game, but then Sissonville came back out, and then they weren't really converting like they were the first half. And then you have Central who caught their groove, and then they took advantage of it every chance they had.
Yeah, it's been a really good outing by Mingo Central in that third quarter of action. And guys, it's really proven effective, to say the least. And it's been one heck of a ball game on both sides of the ball. You can't say though that Sissonville didn't come out here and have a really impressive outing on Minor Mountain though.
Yeah, they had an extremely well first half, staying within one score of the Miners for the longest time and making it a really entertaining game. Right now, though, the game's slowly slipping away as time is winding down with 12 minutes left in the whole game.
Yeah, the wheels on the bus, though, starting to fall off for the Sissonville Indians in that third quarter.
Yeah, you're going to have number 2 Hackney in the backfield. It's going to be punted, actually, my bad, by number 80, Sawyer Watts, way down deep.
And that was Josh Kinder back to return. However, he's not even going to bother with it. It's going to roll out of bounds, and the Mingo Central Miners are going to get possession back on the 22-yard line here late in your second half of action on Minor Mountain.
Yeah, the Miners have a dominating lead right now, but they keep getting the ball back time and time again. Sissonville losing control of it or just not being able to convert on fourth down. Multiple things have happened, and it's hurt Sissonville in so many ways that they've not been able to do anything.
Okay, guys, Jeremy Dillon shotgun formation. Got crazy blitz package coming in. However, they're still going to hand it off up the gut. That's Eli to the 50, 45-40, 30, 25-20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Dawson Eli finding the end zone. 6 more for the Mingo Central Miners. 63-15 is your score. 11:01 left in the fourth quarter of action now, guys, and we're set to see the 2-point conversion attempt, Dakota.
Yeah, as long as that was happening, I kept looking at number 67, Tyler Abshire, for Sissonville, and his helmet had came off, and he just had to sit there because he was really close to getting Dawson there early, but his helmet came off and he couldn't do anything then.
Dawson Eli just able to bust through that line yet again for another big gain. 5 total touchdowns on the night for Eli. And Jeremy Dillon's just going to kneel it. Ain't even going to bother with it. Already up 63-15. Might as well not even bother. 11:01 left in your fourth quarter. Okay, guys. As you can see now, the stands are starting to empty slowly but surely. Things are starting to wind down on Minor Mountain, and it looks as though Mingo Central Miners are going to walk off of Mountain victorious yet again. 63-15 is your score. Early in the fourth quarter, anything can happen, but I'm no fortune teller, but I don't see this one.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say the Miners have won this game. Now it's just a thought of what the score will be at the end, how that will change by the end of these next 11 minutes. How much will that change? Will the Miners score again? Will Sissonville be able to try to score a few times? That's really what it's come down to, but I think at this point it's safe to say that this game has went to the Mingo Central Miners.
Yeah, guys, if these games wouldn't get so out of hand, there's a good chance that Mingo Central could have 80 up on the board by the time this game was over. Of course, head coach Joey Fields wouldn't do that. But okay, guys, 10:40 left in your fourth quarter of action, and that's where you're going to see the Sissonville Indians come back out and start this drive.
Yeah, they're going to be led by Hackney. You're also going to have number 42 for the Miners coming in on defense. That's Weston Christian, along with a lot of other people. At this point, head coach Fields just throwing a lot of his freshmen and sophomores in, giving them some playing time, obviously, because it's 63-15. But you're going to have Hackney back in the backfield, He's going to be awaiting the snap. You're going to have trips receivers to the top of your screen. Hackney gets it. He's looking to pass. He gets it to number 10. Number 10, Epiceno. Like we've said the whole game, we're probably not saying that last name right, and we apologize for that.
We're trying, though. We're trying.
It's about as good as we can do. That was a good gain of yards there for the Sissonville Indians, almost picking up the first down on the first play.
Yeah, it's going to bring up second and a short situation now. So we'll see what they got up their sleeve here.
Yeah, but you're going to have Hackney in the back along with Kate Snyder. Hackney passing it deep to 46, almost caught. Stopped by 3 freshmen there, or 3 minors, my bad.
Yeah, guys, what a play. Let's see here. 32, Tyrell Hollis, I know for sure was in on. My number 23 as well. That's Gavin Farley, a sophomore. Seeing a lot of young talent. You know, we was talking about that JV team earlier on in this pregame show, and I mean, you'll get to see them here against varsity talent. See just how good that future's looking up on Minor Mountain.
Hackney back with Snyder. Trips receivers to the top of your screen. Ball is snapped. Hackney back to pass. He's going to pass it short to Snyder. Snyder's going to pick up the first down before he is jumped on top of by number 8, Trey Lester.
Okay, guys, and that's going to move the chains for the Indians. First down, as it's going to be ball placed on about the 30, 42-yard line. If I could spit it out today,
It's okay, Kyle.
It's getting late in this ball game. I've been sitting here looking at my 2 crew members for the past 2 days.
Number 46 in
tiring.
motion. Hackney hands it off to Snyder. Snyder running with it. Picks up 5. Almost gets the first down. I'd say he gets around 8 or 9 yards on that run. Definitely a good run there for the Indians.
Yeah, guys, a really good pickup, really good game. Okay, guys, 7:49 left in your 4th quarter of action as things are starting to calm down now, and you're going to see Hackney shotgun yet again.
He's going to drop back to pass. Hackney under a lot of pressure by number 14 for the Miners. Hackney throws it deep to Epiceno. Epiceno catches it. He'll get...
Intercepted, Tyrell Hollis. Wow, the freshman coming in there making a big play.
Definitely a good job by Hollis there on intercepting that ball. Very impressive on how he could just jump up and take it there
There's that
against
JV
Epiceno.
You see Hollis in on certain situations as well. I mean, Hollis is coming in making big plays as a freshman, true freshman coming in here, and I mean, he's really doing a great job and really impacting this minor team.
Yeah, it's like we had said earlier in the stream a couple times. Our JV team for the Mingo Central Miners has not been scored on this whole season so far. And you can see why when you look at all the young talent that we have out there.
Okay, guys, we're going to see number 3, Dalen Gold, in at quarterback. Okay, wow, making me a miss. That's number 9, Zach Patrick.
Zach Patrick comes from Gilbert. Did a really good job running there, too.
Okay, guys, it's going to be 2nd down and about 4 now for the Mingo Central Miners. This young team. See what they got up their sleeve now. Okay, guys, we got 6 minutes left now, 4th quarter. 63-15 is your score. Shotgun formation. It's going to be Golden Patrick, that backfield, and it's going to be a handoff to Patrick, and he's going to keep those legs churning, and he's going to be stuffed right around the line of scrimmage, maybe picking up 1 on the play. 3rd down and about 2 now.
Zach Patrick doing a lot like Dawson Alai. He manages to just hit, and then he keeps trucking, and he manages to just keep going. And you just can't stop him until all 11 of them have piled up on top of him, Kyle.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we're seeing NASCAR pileups out there on the field trying to bring down the running backs. And, I mean, that's really what you got to do with these running backs.
You know, this has been a really fun game to announce, and I'm liking how we're seeing now some of the talent that's going to be here for the next few years, such as Tyrell Hollis and the other people who have came out, Weston Christian.
Zach Patrick, really looking good as well. Dalen Goad, shotgun formation again. We'll see what he's got. It's going to be a quarterback keeper to Goad, and he's going to make a man miss. He's still going, and he's out to about the 26 or 27-yard line. Great play there by Dalen Goad on the quarterback keeper, Dakota.
I'm surprised there wasn't a flag on the field. There was a little bit of scuffling there, but at this point I would imagine the refs are just trying to let the game go on so it can end unless something major happens. At this point, I don't see them throwing too many more flags against things.
Or fists. Okay, guys. Shotgun formation. We're going to see bunch wide receivers. Ball me your screen, single to the top, and we're going to go with a heavy set with Dalen Goad in at quarterback. Leading the round, and we'll see what they got. Shotgun formation. Goad taking the snap. It's a handoff to Patrick. Patrick busting one loose to the 30, running over somebody, and he's going to make a man miss to about the 32-yard line. It's actually going to be to the 30. It's going to be close to a first down. It's going to move the chains for Mingo Central Minor. First down, Zach Patrick doing a good job picking up 10, though.
Yeah, he's definitely doing an impressive job. I'm looking forward to the next few years. If he keeps playing and he keeps playing at this same pace, it's going to be fun to be announcing and watching him grow as a player, along with pretty much everyone else out there right now. I don't know if there's anyone out there who's not coming back next year. I've not really looked at all the numbers.
Okay, Zach Patrick gets the handoff again. He's out to the 45, to the 50, and he's brought down right there on the play.
At this point, I would imagine they just keep running the ball with Patrick because they're gaining yards and running the clock out at the same time.
Patrick is a tall running back, too. Yeah. He's taller than Goad, the quarterback, right now. I mean, he's just a powerful running back. You can tell that.
Yeah, he's definitely been a powerful person, just trucking anyone who gets in his way, much like Dawson Alai.
Yeah, 3 minutes, 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's going to be Goad keeping it on the quarterback keeper, and he's going to pick up about 5 or 4 on the play. It's going to be a gain of 4. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6 now for the Mingo Central Miners. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter of action.
63-15. You know it's got to be fun as a coach at this point, just looking out and seeing all of the talent that you're going to have for the next few years performing this well against Sissonville's defense.
Yeah. Okay, we got a man in motion. Got another man in motion. That's going to be Issa Scales on the carry. He's going to make a man miss. Wow, to the 40. And he's going to be brought down right around the 38-yard line. What a play there, Issa Scales.
Scales doing a great job there of just breaking a few tackles and managing to just keep running. All of our running backs, I believe, are just freight trains at this point.
Yeah, Scales coming in that slot receiver position. We're using him sort of as a flex. He's here, there, and everywhere type of player. He's really dynamic, as you can tell. 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Mingo Central Miners JV team moving the chains, and it's a low snap. It's going to be a keeper to go. Up the middle to the 30, 25-20. He's still keeping those legs churning out to about the 19-yard line. 1:40 left in the fourth quarter of action.
You know, you can see with the JV team, the defense obviously has to be good to stop other people from scoring, but you can see how the Miners have ran the score up so much because they're all freight trains. Anyone who touches the ball is able to just run through them.
1 minute, 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Mingo Central Miners up 63-15, as Dakota just mentioned. Shotgun formation. Go takes a snap. Hand off to Patrick. 15, 10, 5. That's going to be a touchdown. Zach Patrick putting up the score, the 69 points. What a play, Zach Patrick.
But there's some dirty laundry on the field, and it will be against the Mingo Central Miners.
Well, never mind, guys. There's penalty number 14 on the day. And that's going to be a 10-yard penalty. So that boosts us up to 140 penalty yards on the night.
Not only are we doing good with the numbers as far as the score, we've got high numbers in penalties too, Kyle.
High numbers across the board, Dakota. We got 1 minute left in this fourth quarter of action. Even the refs are picking up yards, guys. Okay, Shotgun formation, Gold. Gonna try to make something happen with that arm. Wide open as Scales. Barely overthrows him. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
30 seconds left in the game. Imagine this is the end of the game, 63-15. Unless the Miners do something, I would imagine they're just going to run the timeout because they have the time to do it.
Who knows, though? I mean, head coach Joey Fields came out chucking it deep with 20 seconds left. I don't see what's going to stop him with 10.
You got
set to take a
6
snap.
seconds left when the ball is snapped.
And that's going to be Hollis to the 10 to the 5 and a touchdown.
Touchdown!
Mingo Central Miners ending off the night good with Tyrell Hollis.
Ball snapped, 6 seconds left in the game. Tyrell Hollis runs it for a touchdown.
Yeah. Okay, guys, and they ain't even going to attempt the 2-point conversion. And that's going to do it for Miner Mountain. 69-15 is your final score. Mingo Central Miners improving their record, staying undefeated, guys. And it was a great ball game to call from start to finish. I'm proud to be able to call this. Again, guys, I'm Kyle Tucker.
I'm Dakota Jesse.
I'm Justin Harris.
Guys, we're Mingo Central Live. Everybody have a great day. Until we come back next time, God bless.